Joy.
Hi.
I love your screening process there.
Yeah.
I just said
Yeah.
I need to get that for my phone.
It's awesome. I love it.
All right, my friend. So I do have a gentleman coming through. He makes me feel younger than you. So this would be like a son, a grandson, a nephew. He
It would be my son.
Okay. As he's coming through, Joy, he makes me feel like a quicker, unexpected passing, and like
Yes.
somebody's not able to say goodbye. Okay, so you'd understand
Yes,
that.
I wasn't able to. Right.
Okay, now you would also understand like he's your number one son. He's the best boy.
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
that-
You
th-
know what? My daughter and I had a conversation today. We knew you were going to pick me tonight. I don't I don't know why, but
Trust
wow.
that. Trust that. Again, if you're having a
Yeah.
conversation around that, it's we all have intuition. You are so connected to him. You are so connected. You are all connected to your loved ones. You just gave me the chill. So trust that. Like that's like mother's intuition.
Well, my daughter-in-law's on here tonight too, so
Oh,
she's the
beautiful.
one I was talking to. Yeah.
Beautiful. And again, be open with your daughter-in-law because loved ones could come through on her side too as well. So now he also is making reference to December or the 12th of any month, Joy. So birthday, anniversary, or passing.
Okay, so his daughter was due on the 12th. She came on the 3rd, but she was due on the 12th.
Okay, and then he's also
Does that
making
work?
yeah, absolutely, because he makes me feel like December or the 12th. So
Okay.
he's also making reference to there's a brother or like a brother connection that he's highlighting.
Okay, so my brother passed away, which my son and I flew to Colorado for his funeral. But I think that what he's referring to is well, it'd be my daughter-in-law's brother because they were like a brother to him.
To him, as long as you understand, because
Yeah,
that's why I feel like a
I
brother
do.
or a brother. I don't get like
I do.
splits like that. I just get the connections. Okay. now
Okay.
he's also making reference. There's playing like a musical instrument or being in a
Okay.
band.
Okay, so my late husband was a musician, and there toward the end of my husband's life, my son was his roadie. He took and set up all of his equipment for him.
Beautiful.
Um, Gabe
Specifically,
didn't actually play an instrument, but his daughter is starting band next year. It's
okay,
crazy.
beautiful. I love that. I love that. Now, is there an actual drum connection or drumming?
Well, my first husband uh, was a drummer, and my son, they got along very well, so
Okay.
maybe that's it.
Well, absolutely. And this is like, again, as we're talking, as we're having this conversation, as you're talking, and then he's saying drumming, drum. Now, I also know there's an R sounding name like Ryan, Riley,
My daughter-in-law's name is Rachel.
Rachel. I never get that name. I don't know why. Okay. So, and that's the daughter-in-law that you were talking with today, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
who's on here
Beautiful.
tonight? Yes.
Beautiful. Again, he understood the assignment, so he is coming through. He's also he's also showing me this is really random, but beautiful in so many ways. He's showing me powdered donuts, like the white powdered donuts.
His daughters could have had some today. He loved them.
He
He
did.
loved anything sweet.
Okay.
She might have. I'm not
fi-
for sure. I didn't ask what they had for breakfast this morning. So
Well,
she lives in Indiana and I live in Florida.
those
So
those are the best when you find out later. Okay. So he is showing me
yeah,
like white powdered donuts, specifically, not
it's
cinnamon,
crazy.
not chocolate, white powdered donuts. I think you're gonna get it
He
later.
loved them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Now, also, can I get personal, Joy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's he's also making there's an addiction or a connection to an addiction.
Hmm.
So the way he makes me feel is like either you were having a conversation with somebody else or somebody else is dealing with this and you're like supporting them in some way. Like I feel like there's that kind of connection.
Okay. Can it be like with my late husband?
Abs-
He had an alcohol problem. My son didn't, and I'm not. I'm not addicted. So that would be the only that I can think of right now.
I I
The only
def
thing that I
I
can think of.
I definitely want to honor that. So your late husband that's passed, that's the band, that's
Hmm.
the music connection.
Right.
I would get it like alcohol. How I'm getting this is like an addiction, but I don't feel like it's a direct involvement. What I feel like it's like indirectly, like there's a
Right. It
in
affected his life. Right. Yeah.
right, but I'm not getting it as alcohol. I'm getting it as like an addiction of some other sort of addiction, not a
Oh,
drug.
then I don't know who that would be.
Well,
Uh,
you may not know this right now, so hang on, because the way he makes me feel is like indirectly. So again, remember, think with your
hmm,
daughter-in-law. I feel like either you or your daughter-in-law, or there's a conversation around this.
okay.
So again,
If it's not alcohol, then I'll have to have a conversation with her because I don't know.
yeah,
But I'll write it down though.
but I feel like it's indirectly. So it's not directly like affecting you or in the family, but it's indirectly like, so in other words, you could be passing along a message. So again, just remember how all of this is coming through. And I also know
Okay.
January or the first of any month would be important.
January is the month that my husband passed.
Okay. So again, know how your husband's coming through, and also think on his side of the family. So again, I know there's a conversation around this or something's going on. Um, but again, you may not know this just yet.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Okay.
I'm also feeling like there's a connection to like continuing education or teaching school. There's this connection.
Hmm. Well, not recently. I think Rachel is thinking about going back, and
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. So she has really toyed with the idea of using, and me too, using our experience that we've been through to help others. Okay.
Teaching, like a teaching, like you're using what you've learned and experienced to teach, to
Right.
coach, to teach, to coach.
To coach. Right.
That's where I want to go because your son makes me feel like continuing education or schooling, or I'll get it like teaching. So again, if that's something you and Rachel have been talking about, they're going to bring this up. And I feel like your son's saying, like, take the bull by the horns, mom.
Well, that sounds like something he would say. There are a couple of teachers in the family. I forgot to mention that,
but
but
that's okay. But
um,
I feel like going to what you're saying, what you're talking about doing, he makes you feel like take the bull by the horn. So if this is something that you want to do, it's very much in your energy. He's just validating you. He's supporting you.
I don't know if I want to do it, but I feel like I'm pushed to do it.
Well, we
Does that
don't.
make sense?
Here's again.
Led. I feel like I'm led to do it, not pushed, but
That's
I
a
feel like
whole that
I'm led.
okay,
Yeah,
Joy. That's a whole. Let's unpack this for a second. That's a whole different energy. Feeling pushed and feeling led is two completely different. So how about
led. I didn't mean to say pushed. I meant
no,
led.
that's fine. If you're feeling led, that means what I'm hearing is you're feeling called. You're being pulled,
Yes.
not in a negative tone, you're like pull. You're feel like so.
Yes.
Here's I always say this: if it feels, does it feel nourishing or does it feel depleting? That's the question you ask yourself. So if it feels like it's in alignment, go. But he makes me feel like take the bull by the horns if you decide to do this.
That sounds like something he would say.
Okay. So in other words, he's supporting you in this endeavor. He's supporting you in this process. If that's what he's not coming through and saying you need to do this. Absolutely not. He's coming through and saying, I'm supporting you.
Aw,
Okay.
that's sweet.
Now he's also making reference. Did you get like new carpet or a new rug?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Is there like is there like a multicolored rug or rug that has a couple different colors in it?
Mm, Not in my apartment now. I used to have one with bright colored flowers on it, and I
Okay.
don't think Rach is getting a new rug.
Okay.
We haven't talked about that.
Okay, wait, hang on. Was there like an orange color or like a reddish
Yes.
oranges tinge to it?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay, do you okay, so again, they'll go back in memory. So we're going let me get you there. So he's making reference to this rug. So where's this connection with
Mhm.
his home or this rug?
Okay, so I moved from Indiana to Florida. I've been here 2 years. So when I lived in Indiana, the rug I had on my floor to start out with was a rug that had like flower burst and was red and rust and orange and yellow.
Okay. And then your son has since passed, like he passed and then you moved.
Yes.
Okay. Again, it's his way of validating for one that he's with you and he's just it's a connection. It's a fact.
Okay.
It's
Great.
it's a fact.
That's crazy, but okay.
Well, I know it sounds crazy, right? But
Yeah.
I would know that.
But,
right?
oh, I know.
I wouldn't know
You're
that.
awesome.
Well, he's awesome. He's
Well, I know that.
remember, he's the number one boy. So
But and both of my daughters would tell you he was the favorite. So I
right,
tried
right,
not to play favorites, but they all knew.
right. Well, he's your boy. I mean, not that anybody's less
Okay.
than. It's none of those things. So I
He
encourage
was
you,
my
like,
baby.
yeah, absolutely. Um, and I can't imagine like what you're going through and dealing with that and the grief around all of that. And which is equally true.
Teresa,
What's that?
there is nothing in the world, nothing that prepares a parent to
Nope.
lose a child.
I I I,
Nothing.
I can't even Joy. I can't even begin to understand the hurt and the pain and the grief that goes with all of that. And on a human level, we just don't understand. On a spiritual soul level, there's a reason and a purpose that is sometimes beyond our logic comprehension.
Hmm.
What I can provide for you is the evidence and validation that he is with you always,
I love that.
always in always. And this is why he's bringing up present. This is why he's bringing up past. Like, this is your son coming
Hmm.
through. Now, he's making reference to, now remember how your husband's coming through too as well. There's like driving a fast vehicle or the love of like fast cars.
The need for speed. Yeah. Yeah, both.
The
Yeah,
need-
he had a heavy foot.
okay. Again, it's just like, no, he's well. You're not. Like, you guys, like, you missed him here physically.
Yeah.
All right. And
So
he
I
said,
hang on to his kids, probably too tight, but
that's okay. Now that's okay. That's okay. And he's also making reference, fold the socks, mom.
okay.
What does this mean for you?
I actually was sitting on my daughter's bed. I have a daughter that lives in Florida, and I was sitting on her bed this morning folding towels and socks, and she was folding the clothes. Wow, that's random.
And significant. And it's both. It's again, he is with you. And I want to like anchor to those moments of folding socks, exactly that, to the big milestones and everything in between. This is how he's coming through. He's with you.
I will never fold socks again without thinking about him.
Exactly. This is why I love to anchor to moments. Like, it's never going to be the same again. Folding a sock will never, like, this is a beautiful moment to be really truly present when you're folding those socks, and knowing that he is there and you could actually feel him and sense him. That's how you build that intuitive muscle.
Okay. I
So
like that.
anchor to that. And also,
Okay.
it's not just with folding socks. I don't want you to be folding socks all day, Joy.
I don't. I don't even wear socks anymore in Florida. But
Again, it's
it's
a good anchoring moment to go, oh, this is a moment I know that he's with me because he brought it up.
I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
My friend, do you have any questions?
Do you know what he called me?
He does. It's whether I pick that up or not. So I don't want you to tell me in case it doesn't come through, because
I won't.
because it may come through at another time. It's just me understanding and picking that up. But as you're talking about that, it may not even be related to this, but is there a teddy bear or a bear connection?
Oh my God. Yes. He has a Skippy bear. Okay. A bear named Skippy that I
Okay.
got him when he was like 2 or 3 years old, and fill it up with love. And he would take it with him when he would go to his dad's house for the weekend. Then he would bring him back. And I mean, it was just a routine thing that we had. Rachel has Skippy. She has like a memorial room for him. And he sits in like the curio cabinet with her bear from her childhood, but Skippy Bear. Yeah. He was very important when he was
Beautiful.
growing up.
Beautiful. And not
Yeah.
that your question's not important, it is. And this is what he's coming through with. So,
Okay. I like that.
okay, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anything else?
We could probably sit here all night. What are you talking? You're like, anything else? Well, there is
I love
something
it.
else. There's also, he's making reference again. He could be highlighting somebody here or bringing somebody else to my awareness. We're smoking like the long cigarettes, like
Oh my God.
the Misties, or
uh, Capri 120s.
okay, yes, like
Mm-hmm.
the long. What?
That's what I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore.
Okay,
Well, I don't. I don't buy them anymore, but I might bum one every now and then.
that's
But
okay. That's all
I
right.
used to smoke Capri 120. That's wild. Yeah, they're like little twiggy cigarettes.
Perfect, perfect.
I
And
want
then
one now. No,
now you do. You're like, now I just and full the sock, right? No,
that's right. At the same time.
right. He's also showing me like making a sandwich, specifically peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like a peanut butter sandwich, but
Mm-hmm.
cutting the crust off.
Pressed off. Mm-hmm.
So you would
For
understand?
him,
Yeah.
that's the way his daughters eat them too. So yeah, I absolutely understand that.
Okay. And again, know that he knows this. And also, I want with one of the daughters was did he one of the daughters either there's little or no memory, or he wasn't here physically for.
Wow. So his oldest daughter will be 12. God, I hope I have that right, in November. And the youngest daughter will turn 7 in May. And he passed away when Kylie was 5. So it's been almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in June. So the baby was just barely a year old. So,
Okay.
or a year and a half. Yeah. So she doesn't remember him.
Okay.
Um,
And
yeah.
he's highlighting the kids. Now, this is interesting. I'm not sure how to take this. He's showing me an egg, but being thrown like a ball.
Okay.
So,
I'm sure they went egging at some point in their life.
okay, I'm going to leave that there with you. Maybe
Yeah.
find
Okay.
out from one of the kiddos. When they're kids, they're like, "Oh, is this a ball?" It's like that.
Yeah. It could be.
So I'll find out.
I will.
And then I'm being shown. Listen, he showed up and he's not leaving, so I have to honor him. There's an A
I
name,
know
or
he's a little pushy.
he's there. I don't feel pushy with him. I feel he's calm and strong. He's a strong energy. He's calm and strong.
Absolutely, he is.
There's an A initial. There's an A name.
Hmm.
Where's this A name or A initial connection?
I have my oldest granddaughter here in Florida. My youngest daughter's oldest is named Alex or
Okay.
Alexandra, but they call her Alex.
Please remember throwing the eggs.
Oh, well, that could be it. Yeah.
Because he's saying
Okay.
like this egg, or like throwing it like a ball, and then he's backing that up with his A name. So you can
Okay.
you find those
All
out
right.
later. Those are the best. All right.
I will.
And then
Okay.
one last thing here before we part. Your late husband, you have the microphone or the stand or a microphone. What's this connection?
I have the microphone.
Okay, because he's making
I
reference like
have. Go ahead.
yeah, he's making reference like you have the microphone.
I do have it.
Okay, he's winking at
I
you,
do.
my friend.
Oh. Well, I wink back.
All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to sit with you and your loved ones, and I leave their love with you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Teresa. I really do. We appreciate you. We watch you every Wednesday. We
Well,
listen to you together, and then we call each other afterwards and talk about it.
oh, I love that. Well, you have something to talk about
Yeah.
tonight, so
It's a family affair. Yeah, we will.
I love that. I love that. Again, know that your lovies are they're loving you, guiding you, supporting you always in all ways. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Let's send her lots of love, guys, please, and thank you.